instructors at surf camp, and I think they're graciously patient, extremely knowledgeable, trusting and trustworthy, even after possibly the 17th time of saying, just move back an inch. It was never said with, it was a, hey, move back an inch. There was always a excitement about it. And they believed in you. It was extremely encouraging, yeah. It was great.
You should come back home, back on your own now.
When you're a beginner and you're out there, they let you know when you're in danger or when you're like, you know, going off where you shouldn't, or when to paddle, when to go left, when to go right. It's an amazing comfort.
Great instructors, felt comfortable. Everybody was really good with their time. And
the hardest part is definitely catching your own, getting us going and being able to do all those other steps without having to work so much to really catch the wave, and then being able to piece that in later on.
You know, everybody thinks, oh, you just, you know, get out there and get on a board and, you know, after a couple times you'll get it and you can stand up. Well, it's really not that way, I figured out.
I think Surf Camp does a great job in terms of their ability to teach and coach to the individual. Great instructor-student ratio, and they're paying attention to specifically what you are doing in the water. They tailor their instruction to each individual, and I know I was at a different point than in my own surfing than anybody else, and everybody comes into that in their own place, and so they take you from where you are and they help you progress.
And I think the amazing thing is we can all go to the beach together, and somehow the staff manages to keep the group dynamic alive but give every single surfer individual attention to the level that they need.
It's not just one way for everybody, it's really trying to figure out where you are, where you want to be, and then they have a way to get you there.
The WB Surf Camp guys taught me a lot about, you know, the pop-ups and where foot placement is, and they dialed in so many things that I either took for granted or did not know or did not think was important, and brought those to my attention, and I think made my surfing go up many more levels than if I was just out there paddling around with a buddy and he's not an instructor, he's trying to show me something. And we've all had guys that do that. No, bro, you just stand up. Well, no, you really don't.
I think the way the surf camp staff takes care of people is probably, you know, you take it for granted. You have people who've maybe never even seen the ocean, certainly never been on a surfboard, people who need a lot of instruction.
The surf camp instructors really advanced my level in surfing by showing me things that are beginner steps that you can't forget, and thus it's sort of the basics, and it gets you to a higher level faster by bringing things to your attention that maybe you're doing wrong or you can do better.
WB Surf Camp helped me with my surfing unbelievably. This year I improved a phenomenal amount.
They helped my level going from nothingness to where I am now. I think I couldn't have done this in a year probably on my own that I accomplished in a week.
I'm much more relaxed. They helped me with planning my feet and just feeling at ease. It was great.
The best aspect of in-water coaching was, you know, when I would mess something up or do something wrong. They're like, hey man, you had that, you know, you popped up too soon, maybe you need to get a couple more strokes in, you know, keep your chest up, my foot placement. So the minor corrections that can take an aggravating surf day and then your next ride you're up, you know, and you're rolling. It's having the guys right there that can say, you know, Larry, you're on it, but these are the few things you're missing, and they can correct that right there.
You don't realize it's happening until you look back over the week and you think back how, you know, every single person got exactly what they needed to get a little better.
I think having the opportunity to surf 6 days in a row, you really do see the progression and an ability to read the ocean in a very different way from how I had originally done, and a respect for surfing that I didn't have before.
Being able to use that pool is huge, getting the feel for what the board was going to feel like, and being able to go slow and really kind of understand what you're doing and what your motion should be before you're in the water.
I definitely progressed. I mean, having been before to a surf camp in Tortola, I felt I probably understood the basics and could get up and ride a little bit, but I really wanted to come here and get better, enjoy, you know, surfing more.